I'm Ranger Scott, and I'm at Table Rock State Park. It's a beautiful fall day here in the mountains. Oh, nuts. 'Tis the season. Well, let's talk about acorns for a little bit. The season for dropping acorns from the oak trees is well underway. Acorns are considered a hard mast, just like hickory nuts are. And there's cycles that take place in the masting of these acorns. About every 2 to 5 years, you could have a bumper crop. And that takes a little bit out of the tree, so it takes a few years to recover. So far this year, production in the mountains seems to be a little bit spotty. You might have trees with a whole lot of acorns below them and other places where there's not so many. But overall, the production has been fair to good in this fall. Now, acorns, they are a keystone species in our oak hickory forests. Over 100 different mammals and birds depend on them for food. They're perfectly packaged. They're easy to find. They can be stored for a fair amount of time. And once the time to eat them, they're pretty easy to crack into. But as the crop goes, so goes the wildlife populations. If we have a bumper crop the next year or so, certain species will thrive, do well along that food chain. If you have a lean year, animals could be suffering. They might have an all-you-can-eat buffet of acorns, or they could be begging for whatever they can find out in the woods. White-tailed deer and black bear, they depend on acorns in the fall quite a bit. As much as over 50% of their diet could be acorns. And for example, if a female black bear doesn't get much food in the fall as far as acorns are concerned, she may not be able to give birth to her young. And if she does, she may not be able to produce enough milk to feed it through the winter and get it started. So very key issue as far as acorn supply. Now, oak trees come in two different families. There's red oaks and there's white oaks. Now, the acorns from the red oak tree, they have more calories, more fats, more carbohydrates, but they also have more tannins. So they're bitter. So wildlife probably prefers the white oak's acorns. They taste better and they're easier to digest. But they can and will eat both types, whatever is available. So how do these things get propagated? Obviously, they can't blow in the wind and spread that way. They could bounce down the hill, but one of the best ways of getting propagated is by such animals as squirrels and blue jays. They'll take these and gather them, and they'll hide in places and cache them in places, and they're not going to find them all. And they've got the opportunity to grow into a new oak tree. 'Tis the season. Get out and enjoy it.